With Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, we have the promise of a fun rhythm action battle game. However, within the apparently light tones of the game hides a dark mystery about the final plan of Xehanort. While he did meet his end at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 as Master Xehanort, the form he took as Apprentice Xehanort and older TARawson is still shrouded in mystery and confusion. With that being said, one mysterious aspect with the history between Apprentice Xehanort and a young Kairi will come to light in Melody of Memory, which may lead to the fruit of a posthumous plan put into place that may deal with the futures of Kairi, Sora, and Subject X. Hey guys, HMK here from the 5th Dimension. It's time for a new generation of theories surrounding Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory and the future beyond 2020. Now this one's gonna have a lot to take in, so for the safety of hype, I'm gonna ask you to strap on in. Let's dive directly into the darkness. Alright, so in the first trailer for Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, after the gameplay aspect, we see Apprentice Xehanort talking about a certain experiment to a certain someone. Then, we are taken to the perspective of a young girl trying to get away from the Heartless in Radiant Garden. We infer this to be a young Kairi, as the shocking end to the scene seems to be a memory, as it gears over to the current iteration of Kairi from Kingdom Hearts 3, remembering that Apprentice Xehanort grabbed her and evidently experimented on her in her youth. And as it turns out, we all know it's no secret that Apprentice Xehanort, who went on to become Ansem the Seeker of Darkness, experimented on a bunch of humans in order to research the darkness. And both Kairi and Subject X were a few of those experiments. But then you would think, couldn't Subject X be Kairi? Well, here's a couple of things. The Kingdom Hearts timeline doesn't really agree with that, as Apprentice Xehanort's experiments were conducted after the events of Birth by Sleep, in which Kairi is still a young child. And within the secret reports of Kingdom Hearts 3, it is stated that Subject X is around 15 years in age. Furthermore, thanks to Kingdom Hearts character files, it is mildly confirmed that the girl known as Subject X has black hair, leading many of us to believe that this girl is indeed a displaced Skuld. So with that being said, Subject X and Kairi cannot be one and the same. They were both separate experiments. And as it turns out, Subject X did escape her confinements thanks to the secret reports, with Brig aka Xigbar aka Lushu being her liberator. It is thanks to Kingdom Hearts 3 secret reports 1, 3, and 4 we know this information. However, it is thanks to a particular earlier report that we know Apprentice Xehanort experimenting on Kairi isn't something new. We've known that Apprentice Xehanort, under the name of Ansem, experimented on Kairi all the way from Kingdom Hearts 1. In Ansem's report 11 from the game, it states, "Opening the door to the world's heart causes its walls to crumble. These fragments are seen as shooting stars. This explains why these gummy blocks can travel freely to other worlds. I know the catalyst of the collapse, the appearance of Heartless. However, it will take time to search out the world's doors and retrieve each heart. Furthermore, the doors can be locked using a keyblade, making the heart forever unattainable. I must take action before the wielder of this key appears in this world. If the princesses and the keyblade are connected, they should resonate. I have chosen a girl. I don't know if she holds the princess's power, but I will find out. She may lead me to the key bearer. I shall set her free and observe." This girl being referenced in this report is indeed a young Kairi. As we do know, thanks to Birth by Sleep and even Kingdom Hearts 1, Kairi originally hailed from Radiant Garden. And now we are finally seeing this event play out in Melody of Memory, as Apprentice Xehanort's words mirror this act, saying, "However, if you arrive in a world that's neither light nor darkness, but somewhere on the other side, your task will be far from easy." This seems to play out in a very long, however varied plan of Apprentice Xehanort's. But what's the deal? It seems that Apprentice Xehanort is trying to get somewhere, but where, or at least know of somewhere. While Ansem Report 11 in Kingdom Hearts 1 suggests that he's trying to find the Keyblade, events and reports that follow up on that seems that he's after a grander prize. And this might follow up on the line of events that I have theorized on Twitter earlier, that after the disappearance of Subject X, Apprentice Xehanort needed a replacement for his experiment to get somewhere or find somewhere, and Kairi was the optimal candidate at that point. As it could be rationalized that this machine that we've seen from Kingdom Hearts 1 and now Melody of Memory could be a reproduction of the machine that we found out to exist during the time of Union Cross. And that if Subject X is indeed Skulled, she probably used this machine in Union Cross to get to the worlds and time of now. But thanks to Apprentice Xehanort's experimentation and research, he was able to see this machine through her memories and possibly recreate it, to the point that he wants to regenerate its effects by using Subject X. But since she went missing, Kairi had to take her place. And this event is what led to the events in Kingdom Hearts 1, which led Kairi to Sora. But you might ask, what about the spell that Aqua placed on Kairi back in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep? Well, here's the double edge to that predicament. While it does seem that Apprentice Xehanort was trying to find the key or the key bearer using this machine and this experiment, and Aqua's charm was to state that it was going to protect her. One day when she's in trouble, the light within you will lead you to the light of another, someone to keep you safe. Both this spell and the experiment were tied together. While Apprentice Xehanort tried to send her somewhere that could possibly lead him to the key or the key bearer, Aqua's charm reacted to this event, sensing the danger Kairi was in and was going to be in. So while the machine was trying to send her somewhere in particular, Aqua's charm allowed her to wind up in Destiny Islands close to Sora instead, thus making Apprentice Xehanort's experiment a half failure. But this was the result needed, not for Apprentice Xehanort, but for Luxu, as this was a whole string initiated by Xigbar/Braig/Luxu in order for the pieces to fall accordingly, as he is the one that set Subject X free, because he needed Xehanort to experiment on someone else that would lead him to something else or possibly a failure, which led Apprentice Xehanort to Kairi, which both set up the events of Kingdom Hearts 1 and led to Apprentice Xehanort doubling down on his research in the darkness so that the Organization 13 would eventually be formed. Because, as we all know, Master Xehanort had a plan in motion that was carried out by Xigbar that needed 13 vessels for the Seekers of Darkness, which also played out into the grand scheme that Luxu wanted. It all had to fall into place. However, what was Apprentice Xehanort originally after? As Apprentice Xehanort is the being that went on to steal Ansem's name and become Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness. And in Kingdom Hearts 3, we've had hints of ulterior motives through Ansem, as he was still searching for Subject X, knowing that something within her memories is the key to the fruit of his experiments. And as it can be inferred, the information he was seeking through the experiments was not actually needed for the Keyblade War, as we all saw it happened at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. He stated a mystery to unravel that concerned the battle between light and darkness. And as we've seen in the trailer for Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, it seems that what Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness, Apprentice Xehanort, was after was something beyond that of light and darkness. Something that was relating to the battle between light and darkness, but outside of it. While this information was not needed, nor did it benefit Master Xehanort, it seems that what Apprentice Xehanort stumbled upon was of much greater use to this specific incarnation, as it seems that his final plan was something much greater than himself and all of his selves, and that he was trying to find a place beyond that of light and darkness, outside of everything that he has known. It could be that he was trying to find something within the final world, or maybe beyond that. Possibly a world still unknown, possibly the world of Verum Rex. However, that is a mystery for another time. Thank you so much for watching. What did you guys think about this video, and what do you think Apprentice Xehanort, aka Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness, was truly after between the likes of Kairi and Subject X? Leave your theories and comments in the comment section below, and be sure to like, favorite, share, and most importantly, subscribe to HMK for more Kingdom Hearts content every week. Big thanks to all my Patreon supporters for helping making this video happen. If you want to find out how you can support HMK for just $1 a month, check out my Patreon information in the description box below. Alright guys, until the next Kingdom Hearts video, the future for Kingdom Hearts looks very bright and very dark. So until then, this has been HMK, and as always, never fear, dive deep, and enter the 5th dimension. I'll check you guys later.
So you haven't subscribed to HMK yet? Don't piss Xemnas off.